There we go. How's it going, everybody?
That was a super quick intro right there, dude.
That's all I had right now. I didn't have time to make another one.
Oh man, now I'm hearing excuses, bro.
What do you call it? You're the one who's gonna have to make up excuses when they know why we don't have the other one.
All right, well, I barely got the thing, so I'm sharing right now. So, you want to let people know what you're doing while I start the sharing?
That's 100% okay. Don't worry. Do your sharing. Do your sharing. Guys, welcome to the Second Third podcast. I'm here in Vegas right now at the Chicago Brewing Company. I am set up in a wonderful spot so I can watch the Golden Knights take on the Blackhawks, I believe. Is it? Yeah, that's who they're playing. Playoff games. Yep. I cannot wait. This town gets into their sports. I love it. Cam, how you doing, brother? Kevin, how you doing? Oh, man. That's better than a chocolate bar right there. I am smoking the All Out Kings from Codwell Cigars. The first Codwell I've had here in Vegas since leaving from Bakersfield, and it is a great pick to start the day.
That's your first cigar of the day?
Yeah, I've been pretty much asleep today, and then I went and picked up some food. That's about it. It's been a whole lazy day. I loved it.
Wow.
Geraldo saying go Hawks. Oh, no, I'm going for the Golden Knights. I'm going for those Knights. Robert, how you doing, brother? How's it going?
So I'm going to be continuing my my Roma Crafts smoking day. I'm doing the Mastodon. I did a V-cut instead of doing that really, really horrible perfect cut that I did this morning on the Neanderthal. I apologize to everybody that watched this morning. That was beyond bad, man. That was real bad.
What did you do?
I went to perfect cut it, and as I perfect cut it, Frankie, the Bluetooth you are using is muffled. Oh man, let me know if that got any better.
Why are you not using the microphone?
What's up?
Why aren't you using the microphone?
I thought this would work better.
All right. Well, always know a connection into a device works better. Plug in. All right.
I bet it does.
Continue your story, your terrible, terrible story.
So I went to perfect cut, and it's one of those that has a very, very flat top. The head of the cigar is very flat; it's not rounded. So when I went to perfect cut it, that little bump wasn't there to kind of give it that little buffer that it needed to hit the bottom of the perfect cut. So when I did it, the entire flat head of it went in there. And when I cut it, cut just a little too much. It didn't unravel on me, thank goodness. But I did notice that I did cut off a little more than I should have.
Oh, terrible. Ruining Roma Craft cigar. I should kick you off the show for that, but I'm going to let you stay for right now.
Mitch, let me know if that's any better. I'm trying to put the mic closer to my mouth. You think if I put the cord in front, it would work better?
No, it's not really going to do much. It's not the mic itself. It's the connection from your laptop to the mic. Bluetooth just has... Okay. Because you're in a place that's going to have interference. You're in a metal building right now, so.
That I am. But, everybody, welcome to the show. You will notice that our Second Third podcast logo is not in the corner, and I want to talk about that first. We had a shitty situation happen this last week, and everybody in the comments saying, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank
you. We had somebody on Fiverr design that logo for us. We gave them an idea of what we wanted, and we said, help us out. And we've dealt with this person before, and it's somebody that I trusted. It's somebody that obviously we don't trust because we've been paying this guy money for a while now to help us out on Fiverr. And I noticed one morning on Instagram, someone had commented on the reveal of the Second Third podcast logo that it was their work, and I was kind of taken back by that, and I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And sure enough, he sent me some artwork showing that it was his work. So unfortunately, whoever it was, however it happened, the guy that we paid on Fiverr decided that he was going to rip this guy's artwork, and basically all he did was change some of the colors up and add a cigar. And other than that, you guys, it looks exactly like this other guy's stuff. So we got a little, not a cease and desist, but, hey, you guys need to stop using my work. So I have removed everything that I know of that had the Second Third Podcast logo on it, and we will be designing a new one very soon with somebody else. So I do apologize to the guy that it was his work. You know, like I said, we've been using this guy on Fiverr for at least a year, if not longer. You know, we've never had an issue with his work until now. And so again, you know, I apologize to you guys, and I apologize to the guy that work got ripped off. But I guess we need to pay closer attention to our Fiverr people and make sure that they're not ripping anybody off.
No, I totally agree with that. Yeah, it was not a great situation. Yes, Dean is the Sugar Skull one. Real quick, Dean and Matthew, how you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day. Frankie, your mic is getting worse as we've been talking this entire time. Yeah. You're sounding more garbled. What's going on?
You want me to do it to the...
Do you have the mic
computer?
on hand?
No, I don't have the mic on hand, but the computer has one.
I cannot work with this amateur hour stuff right now, Frankie. If we were not brothers, you would no longer be a Bakersfield gentleman. Oh, my goodness. Actually, no, it's okay. It's clearing up a little bit. I think it's just coming in and out. Let's see how it goes. I don't want you to have to switch over because that can mess up the stream sometimes.
Okay. But yeah, Dean, we are talking about the Sugar Skull one. Yeah, apparently this guy just kind of changed a little bit of the color scheme up and added a cigar. And, you know, unfortunately, it's someone that we had trusted and worked with in the past. And so we're going to be redesigning a new one. It'll be similar, but not too similar because we don't want to get any more of that nonsense. So, yeah, we'll be dealing with it. We just got to wait on some stuff, and we're going to be taking care of that. So, really sucks because I really, really dug that artwork, and I thought it was a really good podcast logo. The guy that it was his work, he did not want to hear it. He didn't care about Fiverr. He didn't care about anything other than us not using his logo anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think any amount of money and apology would help ease his helping us out. And you know, whatever, that's fine. You know, it's his artwork. I understand what happened, and you know, I tried to apologize, but we'll just have to make do with what we've got. We're gonna have to come up with something different with somebody else. So, if you guys know any quality artists that want to help us make a Sugar Skull artwork, let us know.
Yeah, well, I know I was pretty upset myself. I got a call late in the morning, or not a call, but a notification that I was logged out of everything on Facebook, including StreamYard and any other third-party logins that I have, saying that I could no longer be on there until I fix the situation. So I had to re-sign all my stuff in because this guy basically went over all of the things and claimed file over it. And oh man, I was upset. I did not care so much that we used his logo at that point. I was super upset. Yeah, it's a bad thing to get at 3:00 in the morning. So I walked around Fremont for a little bit, like pacing back and forth, basically, until I was just done being angry. Like, I'm gonna go have a cheeseburger and go sleep. Cheeseburger and went to sleep.
Real quick, my guest, Dean, if anybody had ordered any of our Sugar Skull stuff in prior to this, it's all been taken off the store, right, Mike?
Yeah, it should all be down right now. I'll check.
You basically got a limited edition cup and shirt. Very, very true. You know, we do know a few people that are artists. You know, I'm pretty sure it'd be simple enough to get a blank template of a skull and just add some Sugar Skull, you looking pattern to it, and add a cigar. I don't think that'll be too difficult. So hopefully we'll be able to get on that.
No, absolutely. Yeah, Frank, you gotta hook that mic. You gotta take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get ready because you're gonna need to go onto your StreamYard settings and go to the other mic.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. You sound way better.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, I want to throw stuff at you right now. Oh my goodness. What do you call it? I swear. I'm not gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off, man. Good job.
So yeah, everybody who got a Sugar Skull sticker or shirt or mug, you guys got limited edition stuff, and I hope you guys do enjoy that. Let me know if it sounds better now. I've taken off my mic. I thought it would work better. I guess I was wrong. But let me know if you guys can hear me better now. Okay, way better. Awesome. I'm sorry,
better.
Those are Bose headphones. I thought they would work well.
They work for headphones. They are not made for streaming and stuff.
Well, if my producer afforded me some budget here to get me quality headphones and a microphone, I want to look like a professional podcaster. I want some big ass headphones and a mic that swivels in.
You don't have anywhere to put a swivel mic. There's nowhere in that studio area.
You sound like a negative Nancy, and to quote Mac from "It's Always Sunny," "Through God all things are possible." So jot that down and do some stuff.
Dean's even saying in the comments, remember you had problems this morning, so why would you do the same thing again?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
This is what happens when I'm left to my own devices. So this is really all your fault.
It feels like it's all my fault right now. It feels real bad. But you know what? That doesn't matter because yesterday I had one of the best burgers of my life. I need to talk more about that. I want to talk about burger situation real quick. I want to go on to a happy topic. I went to the Heart Attack Grill.
Dude, I'm so jealous you got to go there. When I was there, it was still closed. I think it opened like right after I left. Yeah,
I think they might have been open. They were just closed dumb hours. Like they've been open like for like 5-hour window, like really small. But it was a trip. It was definitely a different experience. You have to go in. You have to wear that friggin' gown, the surgery gown. You have to pay in cash. They have an ATM there, which is a little spoiler alert. You guys are on Fremont. That's the cheapest ATM out there. It's like $1.50 for versus the casino's $5-$60.
Really?
So yeah, that was kind of nice. Very nice. I like that.
I don't know if Paul is saying that I have a big head, or if that's the kind of comment I'm reading.
Let's see. Frankie's head is robust, if you will.
I do have a big head. Anytime I get fitted hats, they're big, so it's funny.
It's a little funny. And what do you call it, Mitch? I want that too. We need a camera stand that has the light ring already, a mic with a boom mic, an external battery slot. Oh man, I would love all that together. There's actually a mic that plugs into the computer I want to get called it's a Yeti. It's like $120, but
Yeti mic. Yep.
When all this started, people bought them out like that because everyone was starting to make their own content.
What about those little snow globe or the snowball ones?
Yeah, but those are $60. I'm like, instead of spending the money, use the mics we have right now and save it until we get enough for the bigger guy. And those are also.
I don't want the Yeti mic. I want separate mics. I want to have to plug these in to a sound mixer. So that I can swivel the mic, so that I can get really close to it when I have something important to say, and I want a technical producer on site monitoring all that.
First, I cannot do that. I don't know how. Second of all, we don't have the money for a technical producer. I don't know what you're trying to do to me.
I think everybody watching deserves the very best quality product we can produce, and if you're not willing to spend the money, Mike, I just don't know what's up.
Well, then you can go ahead and spend the money. I'll let you do it. I'll let you take care of all of that, and I will just smoke more cigars and wait for it all to fall over.
So what burger did you order, and did you finish it in how much time, if you did?
Yeah, I had the triple bypass. It's the triple cheeseburger. She's like, well, it's a pound and a half burger right there. I was like, I know what I'm about, all right?
I was going to say, don't let that lady not let her know what you're about, bro.
Yeah, so I had to tell her. I had to lay it down to the law. Comes with, you have to order the fries separately, like that stuff or not. The only thing that hurt was there's no Diet Coke. They don't have Diet there. They don't allow it in the building, which is hilarious. But I was like, I don't like Diet Coke better than regular Coke. Whatever.
So did you get fries or no?
Got fries. Picking up the burger itself was at least yay big. And it was just, I couldn't bite it in one bite. So I was like going from top, bottom. I finished the whole thing, because if you don't finish your food, they will spank you. There's paddles everywhere. And she was almost disappointed when I finished it. Oh, all right, then I guess. So next time you come, we're gonna go for the quadruple bypass though.
Hell no, because you know me. I may order a huge cheeseburger when we go out to restaurants, but I don't finish it there. I'll eat as much as I can, and then I'll save some for later, because I'll wake up once in a while and I'll get some hankering for a cold burger, and that's the way I like to do things. So I would like to avoid getting spanked. Dean says, "Damn, just look at that adjustable light stand. Just buy you one of those and attach." We actually do have the ring light that we use for the webcam a few times, and we can put the phone in it. So once Miguel gets off his lazy ass and hooks that back up, we'll be golden, guys.
Well, just The problem with the ring light is that it's just way too bright and it washes us out, even when I have the settings mixed. And it just doesn't look as good as we can get it. So I'm thinking of trying to put a 3-point light system together.
Just
which
fix
would
it in
be-
post.
Oh my god, the worst person.
Geraldo is asking. He hasn't had a Roma yet, but what would you guys recommend for your first?
Oh,
Roma
Whiskey
Craft
Rebellion.
makes some really, really good cigars. They're extremely popular boutique brand, but the one thing you gotta understand is that most of their stuff is very heavy. So if anything, I would definitely start with an Intemperance. Start with the Intemperance. Once you do that, you can move on to the Aquitaine. And if you like the Aquitaine, you can move on to the Cro-Mags and the Neanderthals. But I would definitely start with the Intemperance. It's a great cigar, especially in the morning. So yeah, definitely do that. Paul says I'm looking to do a shitty podcast. I went to Amazon, got a nice mic with a boom for less than $220. No headphones though. I'm not a jet pilot.
You don't need
it looks. I think
you don't need
professional
that.
look.
You don't need a boom mic. The desk mic is what it's designed for. Is to hook up with computers.
No,
They give you the best quality sound.
Not only do I want a boom mic, I want somebody there holding the boom
for the entire time.
The entire time. Billy, how you doing?
The worst kind of people.
Edison light bulb, They're very easy fixes. It's just I like giving Miguel a hard time when it comes to this kind of stuff. So it is what it is. And, this podcast, we never intended on doing it live. We thought it would be a fun thing to do to throw on our podcast platform. But we did a couple of them live, and people really liked them. So that's why we started doing these live. Gave us more content, more stuff for you guys to watch, and then we could upload it to the actual podcast platform. So, these were just meant to be a little fun, middle of the week kind of a show, right, Mike?
Yeah, nothing crazy, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying them from time to time. And they will get better as we go on. I think we've gotten better from the beginning, but they'll definitely they have room for improvement, and they're going to improve.
Absolutely. So Miguel, Billy's asking, are you loving the Las Vegas Fremont life?
I am loving it. It's a great time here. There's something to do at all hours of the day. Whatever kind of schedule you want to have, you can pretty much have it out here. It does. Oh man, it's hard to sleep though. That's the thing. That's the one thing I found here is I cannot get sleep. That's why Frankie did the morning show for me this time. I need to crash. I need to actually sleep for more than a couple hours at a time. And the longest was like 3, and then I get up or I go to sleep too late to not be up early for the show. So yeah, this time I crashed for quite a while, and I enjoyed it. But at the same time, there's so much going on everywhere that you don't want to miss anything.
No, I totally get that. So has anything else started to open up, or is it still basically where I was was it still where it's at when I left? What has changed since I was there a couple weeks ago, or about 10 days ago?
It's about the same as far as what is open, what isn't open. Although the one thing that I noticed today, I went live for a quick second walking around, was that the stages are being worked on right now. They're having people out there setting stuff up. So I'm hoping that shows that they're going to be doing some shows on Fremont this weekend. And maybe not a live band like they had before. They also did DJs at one point, which was really cool. And they perform, little aerial tricks and whatnot while they were out there. And that was some good stuff. Celestino, Tom, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining us.
Hey,
guys,
Tom,
if you're in the comments, you're still watching, do me a favor and give the video a share for us. I was not able to share it for us today, but I would appreciate if you guys did.
And again, you guys, I am smoking the Roma Craft Mastodon. I smoked the Neanderthal earlier today. Mitch, if you're still watching, I got to say that was an amazing call. If you guys like those little heavier, a little bit of spicier cigars in the morning, that Neanderthal that Mitch gave me with some coffee was phenomenal. Smoked the whole thing, just relaxed outside. It was actually a cool day today outside in the morning. It's in the low 90s, I think, right now, but it feels great. It's not too hot. I don't know. It was really overcast today. I think it rained up in Delano.
I kept hearing people say it was raining in different spots. And real quick, Alex, good morning or good afternoon to you as well.
Hey, Alex.
And Tom got his cigars, and we got the Axis, Sage, and Dream State. Nice.
Oh, we're getting some Ventura cigars. Oh yeah.
Very nice.
But yeah, for people that like a little bit fuller of a cigar in the morning, that Neanderthal from Normal Craft was top notch. So Mitch did a fantastic job calling that one. He's like, hey man, I've been smoking these in the morning with coffee, man. Try it. I did, and it was fantastic. I even used rock sugar rock stick that you got me. So that was cool. Fantastic. Yeah, definitely. So try the Mastodon. It is fantastic. Just like I said earlier on the morning show, there is no cigar since quarantine started that I've smoked more than this one. Of course, when I say that, you guys, there's always an asterisk. Oliva, Cervia, Milanio, and Viva La Vida are always number 1 and 2 when it comes to the amount I've been smoking them. But this one is close third, you guys. I have been smoking so many of these, and they've all been fantastic. Peppery, earthy, strong, great cigars.
And then real quick, Peter checking in on YouTube. Mitch, of course, Mitch was right. He said, "Yeah, I told you they're good in the morning." But if Mitch suggested, you should have just tried it, not question, Frankie. Gosh. Celestino, yeah, I'm gonna try that Maximum. It is great. Real quick, have we tried the Diesel line?
Yes. I've tried a few from Diesel. The Risky Row, the one that they aged in bourbon barrels, was great. Then they came out with the Sherry Cask version. Derek, how you doing over on YouTube? I haven't tried the Sherry Cask yet because I like to buy the actual Rabbit Hole whiskey that goes with it. And I found it. It's just a little out of my price range right now, but we do have the cigars at both Cigars and More locations. So once I get that, I'll try some. But yeah, I've enjoyed quite a few different Diesels. It's not one that I go to a whole lot. It's more of if I get it in a Cigar of the Month club, I'll smoke it. But they make some great stuff.
I totally agree, though. I have had the Sherry Cask, and I think, yeah, Tom says he has it as well. It's fantastic. It's really good. That's my go-to for Diesel is those two right there. The Rabbit Hole Whiskey, original and Sherry Cask are just top-notch. They really are.
I was really worried about if I was going to like it or not because not the same company I know, but at the same time, we had gotten the Macanudo, the M by Macanudo, and I had a lot of problems with that. So I was really over it on cigars with extra flavors in it. But I tried that Whiskey Row, and it was fantastic. And Dean's saying that the Sherry Cask is better. And same with Tom, I guess he's also saying that.
I agree with that as well.
Actually, Tom is going to lead us into our next topic, you guys. I did not know this, but the Tax Collector came out August 3rd on Rent at Home, which I thought was amazing. I had stumbled across it, and then I had rented it. I didn't buy it. I rented it, and I forgot to watch it within the 2 days. So when I started, I got halfway through, and then it kicked me off saying I had to rent it again. So I was pretty bitter. So I came to the club and I asked Jeremy, I was, hey, Jeremy, can I sign you out of Apple TV so I can sign in my account? He's like, yeah, well, why do you want to do that? I was like, well, there's a movie on there that I want to buy that I want to rent. And I don't know your passcodes. I don't want to ask her. I don't want to rent it off of yours. So, you don't see this charge and get freaked out. Just want to do it on mine. So he asked me, oh, how much is it to buy it? And I was like, oh, I think it's like $20. Turns out it was only $15. And he was like, oh, just buy it in here. And so I clicked purchase. He gave him the remote. He put his code in and he purchased it for the club. So it's here now for anybody that wants to watch it. But man, was that an awesome movie. Even if you guys aren't Shia LaBeouf fans, guys, I urge you to at least rent it, even if it's through Redbox or something, and just give it a view. Man, it was awesome. And like Tom's saying, way better than he thought. From the previews, when Miguel showed it to me, I was hooked from the previews. And now I loved it. I'm actually going to watch it again, probably right after the show. Sit down and watch it again. Since that first time I had to do it in 2 sections, I want to watch it once all the way through. Just a great film. I won't give away any spoilers or anything like that, but man, did I think it was great. And the guy who plays the main bad guy, Conejo, I followed him on social media and stuff, and I commented on some of his stuff, and he started liking and talking back. So that was really cool.
That's awesome. What is his real name? I don't remember.
That's his rap name, is El Conejo. He's a rapper.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. I'm glad they used that together. Dang, it was good. It was real good. There's no other movie he's been in. Bumblebee was not in it. I have confirmed. But, oh my goodness. Yeah, the trailer was just amazing. The performances were great across the board. It was a solid movie. I didn't know George Lopez was going to be in it. And
I did because I saw him in some of the previews.
oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
But
Oh, no.
but yeah, it was really cool. There's also the main bad guy El Conejo. He smokes a lot of cigars in that movie too. If you guys noticed that, he smoked cigars in the movie, which I thought was awesome. And yes, there are some super gorgeous ladies in the movie. El Conejo has like a right hand woman, I guess, and I fell in love as soon as I saw her. She is just absolutely gorgeous, and she's scary as hell because she has like no fear in her. So it was awesome.
It is awesome. It's awesome. Gosh dang it. There was another character who shows up. I don't want to give it away, but shows the way end, and I didn't know who he was until the very end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, they couldn't have picked a better person. The only one who could have been better would have been I don't want to say any actor names. Maybe we'll do another one of these like a week or two from now, talk about like, details. But I think they're a really good cast. I love the concept of it. I think it's a book too, if I remember correctly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's based on a book, and that's supposed to be really good too. So I want to get my hands on that.
Yeah, Tom knows exactly what we're talking about.
Wizard, yes.
But yeah, we'll give you guys another week to watch this film if you guys want to, and then next week we'll put a little caption spoilers, and we'll talk about the film, your favorite scenes, stuff that you thought was going to happen that didn't happen. I thought there was something in the movie that was going to happen that turned out not to happen. I forget what movie we were watching, Mike, and it was a while back. But as soon as we started seeing the movie, I guessed like the killer or the plot twist or something right away. And you're like, no. And I was like, yeah, watch, that's what it's going to be. And it turned out to be right. I had that same feeling about this movie, but I turned out to be wrong.
I was wrong in a lot of ways because I was from the trailers, stuff that happens in the movie itself, totally different. And I'm kind of glad they did that. It really threw me for a loop. But then at the same time, I was super pissed when it happened, like in a good way, like the movie got to me kind of way. Like it doesn't happen too often anymore. Oh, I was mad for it at that moment. I'm like, man, I'm gonna watch it again very soon. I'm gonna go to any food place here.
Chance, go check it out, you guys. The Tax Collector. I got it through Spectrum. I think you can find it on iTunes and other paid platforms as well. And it is just a fantastic movie. Shia LaBeouf is in it. Bobby Soto is the main character with him, and man, it is so much fun to watch. Like, wow, I can't say enough. I don't want to overhype it, but it was a great film.
No, I totally agree. I think it was wonderful, and it had cigars in it. Yeah, it was a great one. I love movies that I can relate to. So, you got to stop collecting all those taxes, though. You got to be careful, right? It's a dangerous life out there. The most I can relate to in that movie is the big quince and smoking cigars. Other than that, I am no longer a gangster. Right? I've never been. I would not survive that world. They would eat me alive. I'm pretty sure. Dang it! I can't even give this away. There's the scene I want to talk about. Never mind. I'll let it die. Let it die out. Can you guys send me the link for pre-order? Or although, if you would like, if you're talking about the documentary, it is in the description above. If you guys could do me a huge favor, if we get enough pre-orders before it comes out, they will put us on the new and noteworthy section for Vimeo, and that would be unbelievably helpful. It'll help get the word out there about the documentary more. If this goes well, I'm going to be obviously doing another one, depending on where you guys want to go see it done. Although there's not as good a performance as Shia LaBeouf in the documentary, I apologize. I'm not that good at acting, all right? I'm not going to get a full chess piece. I'll just get one No Puff Too Tough if we can sell 1,000 copies. That's it. And then,
Alex, the shop is called Cigars and More Bakersfield. There's also Cigars and More 2, Cigars and More El Segundo. They're all owned by the same guy. The only thing is, if you're looking him up on social media, it's Cigar and More. I don't know why it is, but it is.
Oh, that's awesome. Give it up for the missus. I get that. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah,
How is your cigar smoking?
very well. The All Out King is unbelievably tasty. I love it. Sorry, something in my eye. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually a little distracted. I'm looking around. I'm waiting for the Golden Knights to start. It is 2:30. It is playoff time, guys. And I know we only touched on this a little bit, but last night or the night before, I think, the entire LED screen above Fremont lit up when they scored every time. It's huge sirens going off. They had the scores on all the smaller LEDs along the pavilion, basically. This town gets into their teams, and I love that. I think it's awesome. It makes me like Vegas even more that they're getting behind like that. They're already behind the Raiders. They haven't played here yet. It's just a great feeling. It's nice to see the whole city get in like that.
I still think they kind of missed out. They should have gone with the Silver Knights, and so both teams could have used the silver and black. I think that would have been a cool thing to do. I would like to see a city where the teams for all the different sports maybe not use the same name, but definitely use the same color scheme. I think that would be really cool for like a city identifier. And if teams ever move cities, obviously they could change their color scheme, change their logos, that kind of thing. But definitely, I would have liked to have seen them done Silver Knights. I know it doesn't have the same ring as Golden Knights.
I was actually hoping they were going to be the Black or White Knights from medieval times, but it is what it is. I just wanted to say congratulations on the weight loss. You guys rock. You didn't even take me away. Hey, I'm gonna get on it a little bit more. I've been slacking off over here, but still working out. You'll see that in the documentary. At least trying to, because there's no weights. The fitness centers are closed, and the pools are open a little bit here and there. But I'm trying to get my swimming in, trying to get my walking in, and you'll see some of the other weird stuff I've done to kind of fix not having any weights around. But it's fun. It's been fun.
It has been a lot more difficult, I will say, because it is getting so hot here now that I can't go for as long of walks with all my stuff on. And the kids, I don't want to take them out as much right now. A couple of them have asthma problems, and a couple of them, they're younger, so I don't want to expose them to too much heat like that. And, it's a little bit more difficult. I have been getting in the pool every so often. The pool felt amazing and nice and warm. So that felt really good. And it's been a lot harder to keep up with the walking and stuff, but hopefully we'll be able to get back into the gym soon. And that was a lot of fun. Getting back into the gym was amazing. I forgot how much I loved doing that. So hopefully they'll be opening back up and get back in there.
You got the dumbbells there. Use them.
Yeah, but it's only one weight, so it's kind of hard to do the pyramids that I like to do. But I have used them here and there.
Yeah, I do like them. I like them a lot. I miss them. I miss having that option just right there next to me. I even went up to the pool area, and before you get there, on one of the other floors, the gym is right there, just staring at you. It's got everything you could want in there. Not free weights, but they have got the tower that's got the weights on it for you. I'm like, I wish my key worked there now, but nope, nothing.
Yeah, soon enough, hopefully.
And look at that. Mitch is still on it, too. He's doing good.
Mitch, if you're at 25 pounds, bro, you need to gain some weight. That's unhealthy, man.
I'm going to bring you back a quadruple bypass burger. And you're going to eat that because then you put the weight on you then. You got to get to the weight buffet. No, but since being here, I've also dropped a little bit. I dropped 3 pounds last week from measuring from Sundays to Sundays to see the progression. So it might just be a little bit of fluctuation, but I still feel good. Still, all the shirts are still feeling loose. My shorts, even the ones I bought that are smaller, are now too loose again. So I'm like, dang, I need to make some of those concrete weights. Yeah, I wish I could do that out
here. Next on my list is just a quick little press release that we got from Dunbar Tobacco and Trust, and I'll put a link to it on the website so you guys can see that. If cigars were weight loss, we would all be skinny. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Dunbar Tobacco and Trust has stopped opening new accounts for the time being. With everything going on, I think they didn't specify, but I think what the issue is that supply is getting hard to come by. So rather than spread themselves out even thinner than they are now, they're going to keep the current number of stores or retail shops that they do business with and focus on those until things get back to normal and they're able to get more product in, and then they can expand some more. It's unfortunate that they had to do that. Obviously, as many people that love Dunbar Tobacco and Trust cigars, the Cinco Beneficios and Queridas, all that stuff. They want to grow and get into more shops, get more accessible. But if they did that, obviously not every shop would be able to get everything because of the supply being so low. So they're just going to focus on what they have open now. You guys can get Dunbar Tobacco and Trust at Cigars and More. If you guys need to hook yourself up with any of those, you can give them a call. But they said that it won't be permanent. It would just be until a little bit down the road when stuff is more readily available.
Well, I totally understand that. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. If I could afford to spread myself thinner, but it's okay. It's not what we're talking about right now. But no, I think that's a smart move to take care of who they're taking care of now. Make sure they're happy and weather this bit of a storm, and then expand when it comes to it. They're well known enough. I mean, it's soccer. It's not gonna be a problem. They will definitely get more stuff in, and it is forcing suppliers to carry their full lineup. That is a rough call right there because it's not a super big line by any means. Like there's other companies that are putting way more SKUs than they are, but it's still a decent amount of cigars you have to carry. And not only that, they're a bit on the pricier side at some points. So it's hard to justify in certain spots, but in a lot of ways, I think it's a thing that could really benefit the shops that say, "Hey, we have Dunbar here, and we can get whatever you need for you." It's just it's a good point to have, I think, at the same time. But it could be difficult, like Jeremy's talking about.
Yeah, I definitely think that when there's not a whole lot of options around you, here we have Cigars and More 2, and one other shop here in town that are actual cigar shops and lounges. The other ones that are in town are cigarettes or not worth the time to go into because they have like one little humidor full of acids and stuff like that. I think it's smart of companies to go into one store so that kind of makes it more exclusive. You don't want to flood every store with your stuff because then they might not sell. So Cigars and More is the only one that I know of in Kern County that stocks Pier 28, Bloodline, Dunbarton, Sinistro, Protocol now that they have Protocol in.
Protocol,
And I think that's really good. I mean, that's saying a lot. If they're able to bring in all these different companies and kind of be exclusive. Viva La Vida is another one that I think only they have here in Kern County. So I think it's good on them if they can keep finding other boutiques like that. We've asked for Herald and Solomon to come in. I think they're the ones that carry Atabay right now as well, which was still been huge since they started bringing those in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, there's such a variety. I think it helps out. Helps us out just because I love those.
Yeah. Joseph, I am smoking. This is the Acid Roma Craft Mastodon.
Yeah, no acid for me. And I'm having the All Out Kings from Codwell. Which I don't know when you want to talk about that next.
How about right now?
Bring it on.
All right, guys. So, like we said, we're going to have a special guest on Tuesday's show. That will be the 18th at 11:30 a.m. And our special guest via StreamYard call-in will be Mr. Robert Caldwell from Caldwell Cigars. We tried to get him on before we had our Caldwell event, but his schedule, just wouldn't allow for it. So this was the earliest time we could get him on. But nonetheless, we're excited to have him on the show this coming Tuesday morning. So if you guys can get yourself a Caldwell cigar and have a cigar with us, and you can ask us questions. We'll be talking cigar industry stuff. So anything you guys want to know about Caldwell cigars, tune in Tuesday morning and get your questions answered by Mr. Caldwell himself.
I'm very excited for that. It's going to be a really fun one. I might not be on stream the entire time, so I'll have to work from the back. I'm going to have it on the laptop so the connection's a little better. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that interview, and I know Frankie's going to do a great job.
I hope so. I will have the microphone, so hopefully it'll be a little better to hear me, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think you should. And then here, real quick, here in Phoenix, we have many cigar shops that carry the cigars you mentioned. Alex, we're in a place that not so great for cigars called California, and Bakersfield being where it is, it's not exactly the biggest area of California either. So it doesn't justify having, I think, more than the shops it has now. Maybe one more at some point. But at the time, this is the perfect amount of shops to have. I think for Bakersfield, we could use more. I would like it, but I don't know if financially that'd be a smart move for someone to open another shop right now. Um, but we have quite a bit selection for what we do have here. I'm very happy to have them.
Uh, Now, I do have a question then for those of you guys that live, in the Miami area or the Phoenix area or Atlanta, or even in San Diego, where you guys have a ton of options to go and have cigars at. Um, and like he was saying that a couple of the shops have the ones that I'm talking about. Does that make it easier for you guys or harder? And what I mean by that is, do you find it harder to be loyal to a shop that you really like? Like your own personal cigars and more, or because lots of shops carry those. Do you guys see you guys going around a different shop and not being a regular at one specific lounge? Um, Let me know in the comments what your guys' take is on that. Um, is there a lounge, even though you have access to all these cigars at different lounges, you guys see yourself going to different ones constantly, or do you guys see yourself staying at one? I would like to know. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say on that.
That's a good question. I really like that. I never thought about that before, really. Um, but yeah, there's a bit of cigar shop loyalty. I feel definitely with cigars and more. I love plenty of other shops. Don't get me wrong, but that's my home base of operation right there. Um, Frank, what do you think is better for the industry, though? Having one specific that you go to shop for, or patronizing, whatever the proper word is, multiple shops?
Well, I mean, honestly, as long as you're buying cigars from a brick and mortar, I think it's good for the industry, especially the shops. Um, but to allow certain shops, to bring in more of the limited edition stuff, or the harder to come by stuff, they have to do big order volumes. That's why every place that sells Drew Estates doesn't have ligas. They're not Drew diplomats. To be a Drew diplomat, you have to buy so much Drew Estate stuff, and then you get the other stuff. Same thing with like Davidoff. You may have Davidoff cigars, but if you're not a Davidoff account, you're not getting all the limited edition Davidoff stuff. Same with Fuente. If you're not ordering a ton of Fuente, you're not getting those Bulls, the Purple Rains, and that kind of stuff. So, the more you buy from a certain shop and the more they're able to order because you're doing that, the better stuff to be able to get. So it's as long as you're buying from brick and mortar, I think that's great. But I think it's also really good to have one that's like your go-to lounge. The one that you really patron a lot. You go there a lot and they know you. And I think it helps out too because once they get to know you, they can tell you, hey, we got this new cigar in. I know what you smoke. I think it'll be right up your alley. And if you're constantly going to different places, getting different things, they may not get the time to really get to know you that way and be able to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. It makes a lot of sense, especially if you want to help them get to that next level. Hey, keep buying those cigars, especially if they're the ones you like, and then you can benefit from that next level too by getting those exclusivities, those better giveaways, a little more swag here and there. Mitch says he hasn't stepped into the other Dual Fans cigar shop in about 4 years. That's crazy, but yeah, I haven't been there either for a long time.
Yeah.
And then Celestino saying that he's a regular at two places, Fine Ash and Ambassadors, both great cigar places. I do love them. I've been to both of them. Yeah, they're awesome.
I am a huge fan of Ambassadors. I think Martin's an awesome guy, and every time I see him, I go up to him and I shake his hand. Obviously, he doesn't remember me, but I always reintroduce myself, and he's just an awesome person to talk to in the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool guy. Carries himself with just that prestige. It's almost intimidating. But he's a really nice guy. Alex says, I try to visit all the shops once a month. Plus, I like keeping it local. I definitely get that. Also, if you're looking for a certain stick that determines what shop you're going to visit, that makes sense too. Yeah, if one has your Romans that you like over here, and then these guys have your Black Label, and it depends on where you're going to go for that day, or where you're at, or where you're going to go eat or something. Yeah, all those factor into. It might not just be the cigar itself, but what mood you're in that day. Where you want to be at. Maybe you want something a little a little busier or a little more bar scene, so you go over to Fox Cigar Bar. Yeah, is it Fox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe go there. Or if you like that laid back feeling, go over to Scallywags. They have a really nice shopping area and feels like being back at home, basically. Yeah, there's definitely reasons to have different shops. I like that.
And Salcedo says if it's curbside, he's going to Pine Ash. If he's going to sit down and relax, he likes to go to Ambassador because you have a lot of high-end stuff. Yeah, that they do. I absolutely love the humidor when I walked in there. It was fantastic. It's well stocked. It's well kept. And I don't think there's another humidor like that that I've seen that's just that well done.
Yeah, oh, absolutely agree with that. It's beautiful in there. It's like a library of cigars. It's wonderful. Fine Ash is awesome. Sam is the man. Yep, it's an awesome spot. Ever smoked the Dunbarton Unicorn? Have not. I don't even have seen it in person.
No, I have not smoked it.
Nope. I would love to, but can't get a hold of them.
Yeah, they're hard to come by. That's why they're the unicorn. But yeah, I've heard good and bad about it. Obviously it's a very exclusive cigar, very hard to come by, and it comes with that hefty price tag too. So, do you want to spend that kind of money on one cigar, or do you want to get a bunch of other cigars that you know you're going to like? That's the big question. My opinion is, hey, try it once. At the very least, if you can afford it, pull the trigger, grab one, and at least try it, just so that you've been able to do it.
And then I just heard of Fox Cigar Bar. I do want to check it out, but it's clear on the other side of town. Oof, yeah, that's rough too. Gosh, yeah, I totally get that. It's like, I don't want to drive all the way over there. I might have a couple drinks, so do I have to Uber it too? And that's all adds up real fast. And then if you have a spot close to you already like, it's like, how do I get all the way over there? Yeah, I totally get that.
But if you are in Phoenix, I would also check out Zeal. Head over there, see Brad. He's got some great stuff going on over there as well. All the cigars he's come out with, his shop cigars. A lot of people seem to really, really like those. And, just a great guy to hang out with and have a cigar with. So if you ever have that chance, I would definitely recommend doing that too.
Excuse me one second. I just had to do a little retouch. But no, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, he's making an awesome spot there. I can't wait to go back to see it completely set up, because he's put a lot of effort into that spot, and it's wonderful. It really is.
Yeah, when we went, he was still building out the shop. The humidor was open, but there really wasn't a lounge yet. He was still building the whole back part of the shop. And I think where his office was, they've actually extended the humidor or going to extend it. I don't know if they've done it yet. But, yeah, so there was still a lot of work to be done while we were there. So definitely would love to see the finished product.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cannot wait for that. And the Knights are now playing. The game is underway. I swear I'm paying attention, but I'm also looking up over there. It's right in front of me, and I love it. This is such a wonderful spot to be in. Don't get me wrong, Benny's is great too, but it's closed right now, so I'm sad. But I could not ask for a better spot than right here over at Chicago Brewing. Where I'm sitting, the owner of the casino is sitting with a business partner of his, talking shop. So I try not to bother them, but they were just hanging out, having a cigar, and then once they took off, I asked the bartender. He's like, "Hey, that's the owner, right?" I was like, "Yeah, he built this spot for him. Basically, this is his spot to come and relax for a moment." He did a great job. This is a perfect home away from home man cave kind of thing. Music's always great.
Interjected with a good cigar for both of them. You should have been like, "Hey, introduce yourself."
I did want to go up to them and start throwing out numbers and start. Oh man, you could tell Jameson he could take his $250 million investment, shove it, because we're investing in lasers. And then,
I would have walked up to him and like, hey, I want to ask you something. And when they go, what? I'd be like, what's up with the budget?
What's the budget? Yeah, it was at 15. Now it's at 10. What's going on?
I forget that comic's name, but that is just a hilarious piece of comedy that guy did.
Wanted to go in there and just go, cigar time, guys? No, they already had their own. They were smoking. They were having a good time. I did give him a cigar. Hey, I really like your spot. I'd like to give you this. I gave him a Master from Ventura. And oh, thank you so much. And then he bought my drinks. So I was like, whoa, oh, thank you. I was, So yeah, really nice guy. If you have a chance, if you haven't already experienced it, the Four Queens right here and Binion's, there's some good spots in Vegas right here. It's just nice. I like it a lot.
But speaking of sports, since you did bring that up, UFC 4, I think it's UFC 4, is either come out or about to come out soon on the gaming systems. And they did a Joshua versus Fury MMA match. They're scheduled to meet, I believe, next year, put their belts up against each other in boxing. And so it was interesting that they did a little simulation for them in the MMA. And it was really good. I watched it. It actually didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, but it was a really good little simulation. If you guys have a chance to check that out, I would.
Where's this?
I found it on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it. Just check out UFC 4 simulation, Fury versus Joshua.
That's crazy. Oh, I want to watch that. Yeah. Dang it. All right, I'm gonna check that out later. Real quick. Celestino, have you ever tried the Long Live the King by AJ Fernandez? Not yet, but I've heard some great stuff about it. I'm a Caldwell fan to begin with, and I heard his stuff is phenomenal as well. His take on their stuff. Yeah, I'm very much excited to try that. It's a great call.
For those that don't know, AJ took a Caldwell cigar and he smoked it, and then he reimagined it, and he blended it the way he wanted to, saying, if I was going to blend this cigar, this is what I would have done. And from what I hear, they're phenomenal. We don't have them in the shop, but I have been looking for them, so if I find them, I'm definitely going to try them.
100% we'll try them out. And other than that, I feel like we're missing something. I feel like there's one more topic we were going to cover.
That's all I have on my notes here. Yeah, that's all I have on my notes.
All right. Well, I want to make sure we covered everything. But, guys, is there anything you want us to talk about before we wrap it up? Don't forget that tonight is Girls Gordon Gin at 7 p.m. And, so Celestino says Fine Ash has them in Phoenix. So, hey, maybe when we go back, go pick us up a couple or give them a call maybe. I rarely call for cigars, though. Yeah. I don't know why. It's an option. It's not a bad option. I just don't do it. I don't know why.
Well, I think for the most part, since Trina has her D license, any cigars that we want, she can get in. And even if it's a small little order kind of a thing, she can get it. And if not, I'm sure Jeremy or John or Mitch or someone here at the club has it or has access to it, where we can either buy or trade for them right then and there. So,
also true, yeah.
We're very fortunate. Even though we are in California, we have access to a lot of great stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I've rarely needed to go out and order anything. Mostly everything I want I could find between Cigars and More, Mardo's, Cigars LTD. All the ones close by to us. We can find whatever we need.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't want to forget about the Fresno shops too. Yeah, they have some great stuff over there. Obviously, you can get Dapper here, but if we need to, Fresno's not that far. So, yeah.
Yeah, we just hit up Ian and be like, Ian, I'm coming to your house. Let me get some Dapper.
Just give me some cigars, bro. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's all I got, Mike.
All right, I think it's going to wrap it up for today, then. Then Saturday, we'll have our normal show, 7 o'clock, guys. Cannot wait to see you then.
I don't know if I will be on the whole time because we do have our 20 for 20 event.
Yes, that's right. I would you can show it off for a little bit. But usually those shows we do 30 minutes whenever there's a club event. Well, maybe I can go a little longer being over here. You guys do your thing over there. Cigars and More, Bakersfield site is down. Like Miguel, I don't like calling. Yeah, I don't think they really have a very good site for buying cigars or Cigars and More, unfortunately.
That's the one big drawback is they didn't invest into like an online thing because of the California taxes. So unfortunately for Cigars and More, you will have to call them and talk to Trina about what she has in stock. She'll know everything that they have in stock and what they can and can't get you. So that's the only downside to Cigars and More. You do have to call them because it's California.
Yeah, that's one thing. But, it is what it is. And they do take care of you, though. A lot of great stuff in there. But, all right, guys. We'll talk to you.
If there's anything that you're looking for, man, let me know. Message me after the show and let me know because I'll be there tomorrow. I got to pick up my cigars for the 20 for 20. So if you want to know if they have anything in stock, man, just send me your list and I can let you know yes or no or whatever they have, and then we'll find a way to get them to you.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, okay. Yeah. Make sure to hit up Frankie, guys. He will walk through the entire humidor and list you off every cigar in there.
Absolutely. Don't mind it at all. Don't forget, you guys check out Cigar Rights of America, cigarrights.org. And now more than ever, you guys need your help. So donate to Cigars for Warriors as often as you can. They're a great bunch of people over there, do some really, really great work, and yeah, they're just fantastic.
Absolutely, yes. And Dean, but I had to stop listening to work on. No worries, no worries.
No worries.
And, what's the 20 for 20? It's not $20 for 20.
20.
Yeah.
It's a really cool event that we do here at Calibra's every other year. Basically, it's an event open to the first 20 people. We open it up to club members first because right now I think we have about 25, 26 members. And once the invitation is out to the members, if there's anybody outside that member that wants to come, they can. But it's capped at 20. And basically, you have to purchase a box of 20 cigars, where the individual cigar is $7 online. And basically, once you get that box of 20, you bring it and let everybody know at the event, hey, this is what I brought. This is why I brought it. You can get as detailed as you want. Make a PowerPoint, whatever you want to do. But mostly people just go, if this is a cigar I bought, this is why I like it. If you want to get into the blend, who blended it, what it's blended with, the factory, all that other stuff, you can. And then you pass one out to everybody. So by the end of the night, you have one left of your cigar plus 19 other cigars from everybody else that came to the event. So It's a great way to give out a cigar that you really like and you want other people to like, and a great way to get a bunch of new cigars as well.
No, absolutely, yeah. It's going to be a good time. I'm jealous I won't be there, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you end up getting. It's going to be awesome. Other than that, guys, one more comment. Zeal Team, good group. They have Spice Cream and Heavy King's Envy. Yeah, no, Zeal makes some pretty good stuff. His blends are some good stuff out there, so I like those. But yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, guys.
Yep, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning and then Saturday.